What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. We are back. Yup, we're back. I'm gonna be playing a new game today, Stanley Parable, the Deluxe Edition, the Gold Deluxe Edition. Um, so as you guys know, I do take game requests, like indie game requests, things like that, yada yada yada. Um, and this is another request from my amazing best friend Maya. She's the one that recommended The Walking Dead, as you guys know. We all love The Walking Dead here, but we also hate The Walking Dead. Um, but what's up, Maya, Tori, Michaela, and Vivian? I'm glad you all could make it here. What's up, guys? So yes, today we are playing Stanley Parable. The achievements for this game are really weird. Like one of them is don't open the game for 10 years. Okay. But I am interested to see how this game goes. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead. Get everything set up. I didn't plug in my headphones yet. And I've been recording. I got a new mic stand. So this will be much more stationary. This is literally all I've been doing. Hi, Maya. Yes, this is all I've been doing over break. I've just been recording and playing games because I finally have time to do it. I finished, in my spare time, I finished Resident Evil 2. So the last few episodes of that will be coming out over the next couple weeks. And I will also be finishing a series on the channel. Will I tell you guys which one? No, you guys have to figure it out for yourself. I think two of you guys know what series it is, but it's fine. All right. Anyways, let's stop talking. Let's just get straight into the game. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I am super hyped for this. Maya has been hyping this game up for a hot second now. No more janky on mic stand. Yes, I got a white mic stand, so now it matches all of my my other equipment. So I'm very happy about that. Okay. Here we go. It is loading. Give it just a second. Okay. Crows, crows, crows. Lovely name. Screen and subtitle language. English. Confirm. Have you played Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Okay, some basic stuff. It is barely visible, like right there. Please enter the current time. That is scary. I'm gonna do 1 minute later. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. This is scary. Whoa. Okay. That's really cool. All right. Let's go ahead. Okay, where is it? Video controls. What's the time thing? Okay. Accessibility, player data. Where is it? Color labels. I may need the color labels, so I'm gonna keep that there just in case. Okay. So let's go ahead and start it up. I am excited. Let's see how this all goes. The end is never the end is never the end. That's cool.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What is this? So, okay, I know one of the achievements is...
Gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yeah.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Okay, I'll find that one later. But let's look around real quick. I want that achievement. That was really funny. I didn't expect that. Huh, okay. Okay. And papers on the printer, the copier. Okay. I didn't expect the game narrator to talk to me. Can I go in here? No. What about this one? No. Okay. What's down the hall? Okay. This is strange. What is this? Aha! Oh. Hello?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
What? 437? Where's 437? Where's 437? What is this game, dude? Was there a 437 through here?
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Oh my god. 415, 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh my god. What is this, bro? Why is he talking to me?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Really? You think we're getting somewhere? Okay. Well, give me the achievement.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Okay. I hate Mondays. Okay, 416. Okay.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
What is this, bro? This is so silly. I think the narrator is my favorite in this game, bro.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we did it. Oh, wow.
Yes.
That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Okay.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Okay, well, that was really cool. I was not expecting that in any way, shape, or form. But I saw that on, like, the achievements, and I thought, hey, that could be interesting. You said, are we having fun? Yes, I'm having so much fun with this, dude. All the doors are locked. This one doesn't have a label. All the doors are... Okay, so I can... Okay, so they just open. Okay, that one's locked. There's stuff in there. That one locked. God, this game is so funny. Okay, what's through there? That's so weird. Okay, let's keep...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. It's locked. I can't go back now. Okay. All these doors are locked, bro.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Broom closet. Okay, that's open.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Is there really nothing in here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Are you sure? Are you sure there's nothing in here? Nothing at all.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Okay. Yo, what's up, Gabe?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
I love
Why?
this.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, I want to see if there's actually, like, you know, something in here. But I don't know if there is. So, like, who knows? I'm going to keep clicking.
There's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
How many more dialogue bits can I get from the
Maybe
broom
to
closet?
You, this is somehow its own branching path.
Okay, buddy,
Maybe
fine.
when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay. I'm gonna keep clicking. The dialogue I'm getting is
Stanley
fun.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah, I got the achievement already. It's called You Can't Jump. Seriously, we disabled it.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
What is
Hello?
this?
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
This game is so
It's
goofy.
indicative
Yes,
of the
I love
long-term
it.
sustainability of your species.
God, fine. I'll
Please
get out of the
remove
broom
their
closet.
corpse from the area
Jesus.
And instruct another human to... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I walk downstairs?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my coworkers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Wait a minute.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Wait,
For
it's
example,
a time loop.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
It's
Were
a
they
loop.
simply repeating?
It's a loop.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
How far
He
can
thought
I
to
keep
himself,
walking?
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What? What?
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
What?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
What?
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility
Same
for
picture on
himself?
the walls?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yes.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
What is going
After
on?
all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Okay.
That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
What is this?
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me
What?
up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
This is getting scary.
I must
What
be
is
real.
this?
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself. and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Okay.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? What's going on? Did it reset?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you
It
really
reset.
just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
It reset.
No.
What's going on?
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I go to the one on my right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
First
by the
ending.
employee
Yep.
lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yes.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay, I'm gonna go. How long can I stay here for?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, very worth it.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Okay, I love this game so much. That cup says dad.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
But there was more dialogue. Hello? How long do I have to stand here for more dialogue to happen? Is he gonna start, like, yelling at me or something? I am interested to see what happens if I stay here forever. Okay, yeah, there's no more dialogue. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. I want to do what I want to do. So I am... Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay, I want to go back. What is this? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. For jumping off cargo lift, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yeah.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. 2v1. What is this place? No buckets past this point. Okay, interesting. Oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Fine. Red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Yeah.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
You put me in a circle.
I wanted to stop.
You put me in a circle.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
What is the voice
Here,
doing?
Let me show you.
What?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
How far back can I go? No, rebel, rebel. I'm trying to rebel.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is pretty. Ooh. How long do I have to stand here? Whoa! This is so cool. What's going on here? Okay, the dice are gone. Okay, now there's just more of those coming. Let's go.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't want to stay there.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Really?
You'll lose all of this.
Really? You mean you will lose all of
Please,
this?
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I already have.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because at least if I go back, we both reset.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for my God? Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No.
You'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. I want us both gone.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
You're right. It is mine. And it's a choice that I will make myself.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Wait, that's so cool. Wait. Okay, now I need to go through...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes, I'm
What did it
aware.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's actually go to the meeting room this time. I'm curious.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right,
Yet
let's
there was
actually
not
go
a
to the
single
meeting room.
person here either.
Upstairs.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Up here. Whoa. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. What is this? This game keeps getting weirder. I don't know how, but it just keeps getting weirder. Nope, I'm going this way.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh? This is so cool. What? Okay. Where's this taking me?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Yeah,
It
I
was
do.
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
All right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed
What?
with television screens. What
This is very
horrible secret did
1984.
this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah. So let's find out. Huh? Shall we? Alright, there's security cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
Wait.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There it is. What is this place?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Really?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
No.
His own life in
Pirate.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So, how exactly do I do that? I want to push all the buttons. They're all colorful. I want to push them all. I like the buttons. Big button. Oh man, I can't touch the big button. That's a big button. Mind controls idle reading input. Okay. I'm not gonna go find that door.
And when at last
Power.
he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Oh?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I step away? Nothing happens. Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And we're back in the office. Complete the Stanley Parable. Okay, so that's the normal ending. I did a little bit of looking up stuff. I didn't for any of my options. There are 42 to 46 endings in this game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
So we're gonna
to
get
the
as many
meeting
as we
room. Perhaps
can
he had
tonight.
simply missed a memo.
So I have a couple ideas.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's so many choices and things I could do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, in here, there is a room in here where I could go. An elevator. Down? Can I take the elevator? I want to go down. Is the narrator saying Stanley? That's the narrator. He's singing to the elevator music. Wait. If I go up. The elevator is shaking. What is going on? You don't even know how much there is. Yeah, I don't. The elevator is shaking. I want to keep going. How far does this elevator go? No, there has to be something. How long am I gonna stay in this elevator until something happens? I guess while I'm in the elevator, we could do like a Q&A. Because I want to see what happens if I stand in the elevator forever. I didn't know this was here before, and there's got to be something here, or else why would they put the elevator here? So, Q&A, I guess, while we're chilling in the elevator. I'm just waiting for questions. It's been so boring these past couple days. I need someone to talk to, something to do. Please. Yeah, I can hear the narrator singing. This music is low-key a vibe. Honestly, yeah. How long can I stay in the elevator for? Hold on. I need to know. Okay. I got you. It's literally, the elevator is literally just an endless loop. So we're gonna get out. Endless loop with nothing. Perhaps for trolling. There were other places I could go here, other options I could do.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
8.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
What is this, bro?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What if I walk through these doors again? No. Okay, I can't. Okay. So yeah, let's go on down. What happens if I go up, though? Okay, so you can't go up if you hit this elevator. I know there are some other options I can do when I go in here. Like if I hit on. What happens if I hit on the mind control thing?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
What if I go
Mind
this way?
Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? He's trying to trick me. He's trying to trick me.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
What is through the door?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Yes,
and
I was.
willingly confront his death.
Yes. What's at the end? Is it death? It is death. It is death. Isn't death.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh. Bye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What? Huh?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path to Stanley's office through the two doors. First part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layouts remain almost identical to the first iteration. The pacing of this open section was important to get right. This corridor had been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Yeah, that makes sense. The two doors, the set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Filing cabinets, office computers. Let's turn them all off. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Okay. Oh, these are all the people that worked on the game. What's through here? Office clock. Boss's office. Oh, so they went through a few different designs. Lounge. This is so cool.
Top of the facility to end this injustice forever.
Kevin Briding,
Stanley stood on the roof.
voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
And finally, he pushed the number 6. And finally, he pushed the number 9.
Okay, buddy. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Oh, Okay. It is death. It is not death, Maya. It, in fact, is not death. Freedom ending. The very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. So that's the freedom ending. Countdown room. An early version of the countdown room. Okay. Freedom ending. Freedom ending in its extended beta. One of the desks from early version of the countdown ending. Countdown ending? What is the countdown ending? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Game design mock-up. Okay, am I back at the beginning? Where? What is this maze? Where am I going? Narrator emails. I found a button. I'm gonna go push it. I found a button. I'm gonna go push it. I'm gonna go push the button.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for
What
you.
if I
Don't
let it? What if I let it? Is it just restart? That was the end. Okay, there was another ending. All these endings are so weird.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Maya,
simply
this game
missed a
was an
memo.
amazing choice. This is so funky.
When Stanley
I'ma go
came
this
to
way
a
this
set of
time.
2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he
I didn't go through here
detoured
this
through the
time.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What's this button do? Button. Button, button, button.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
All right, let's go left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
My bad.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Wait, no.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
Wait,
Okay.
no. What?
From the top.
Okay.
All of his
Okay.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Okay,
to go to
that's
the meeting
cool.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Someone keep count. How many endings have I done? Because I've done it different every time.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
6 doors.
Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. Let's try this door on the right first. It's a maze. It's a maze. Hello? Hello? Story?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Everyone knows what you did.
Do we
They're just holding back
Do we need to
let
restart the
you
game
torture yourself.
again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, let's try it again. All right, how many doors are there going to be?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There are no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Doesn't seem like anything. Did I miss something big or... No, I can't have, right?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, let's go back the other way. Lag again? I'm sorry.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Thank you, thank you.
Good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
The door's gone.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
care what might happen this time, I have to restart. All right, I've got
Parable
a solution.
Adventure Line.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
This is not the story.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
I don't know where the line is going.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god. Okay. What?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Is that the...
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh. Okay. Let's go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again.
Oh,
Stanley,
no.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line went up the... Okay.
Ah, a choice.
Ah!
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
All right. Yes, the confusion
Hold up,
ending.
what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
1881.
Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Wait.
Well, in the meantime, if you do...
The game restarts automatically.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New content. New content. Yay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
Oh, it's a history.
on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
I can
The
crouch.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yes.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh! This way.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh. Yay! Jump circle. I'm sorry if it's lagging, guys. I can see it on the screen and I can tell it's going slow. Oh. Man.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Yeah.
Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Okay.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
That actually is an achievement for this
It's
game.
my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
It's
It could
okay.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
Yes, okay. When President Theodore Roosevelt toured Africa, what the local guides called him the Mr. Stomach due to the copious amount of food he ate. Did you know? I mean, I did not know. I did not know. Wait. This is not right. Hello.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. Please let me be back here later. So
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me
Yes.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
smile just because it happened. This is epic. Can I sit on the bench? This is nice.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
What's down here? Memories on maintenance. Can't really go in there. The original remake.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Serious room. 20. I can't get in there. Well, I can't get in there.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no.
Steam
God,
reviews?
No. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine
What
what's being
the heck?
collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
What? What is all this? Hello?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Yeah.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No, no,
Perhaps
no, no,
the
no,
Stanley
no.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment,
No,
surely
no,
it
no,
couldn't
no, no, no,
hurt.
no, no.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't want the skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun and... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but
What?
it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Okay,
It
well,
was
let's go.
unenjoyable. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
The door's gone.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had
How long has it
so
been?
much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me...
How far will this go? He's gone. The narrator is gone. What's that sound?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and...
Tree is dead. There's nothing. This is kind of creepy. This is genuinely creepy now.
The end is never the end, 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 is...
It's leaking. What's going on? What the... How far will this button take me? There's light. Again. We're gonna keep going. I don't know how far. It's been many, many years. I can see trees out there. We're all dead. This is getting really scary. It's like all time has ended. How long have I been there for? Can't hit the button again. What is this? It says like the Death Stranding beach. What is this? Is that it? That was a long ending. Okay, yeah, that was it. That was a cool ending. That was a long ending, but it was good.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What did I do? I'm not going to go back into the new content door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I am going to see what happens if I hit the on button for the mind control thing. So let's go all the way back. Let's see how many endings I can get.
Person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
I could tell he's getting annoyed. I can tell he's getting annoyed, and it's the funniest thing ever. Okay. Yes, bring me back down here. Go to the mind control thing. Let's fix this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Come on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh, that's where that was. The ending. Up there.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I did. Now let me... What if I don't have the strength to find out? Gong, 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 gong. Let me out! Hello? Hello?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control
too
all this
horrible to
time?
believe.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe.
All right,
it.
let's
He
head back
couldn't
up
accept
and hit
it.
the on
His
button. Last
own
time I hit the
life
off
in
button. What if I
someone
hit
else's
on?
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There has got to be more buttons, right? I hit 1 and 2. Is there a 3 anywhere? 3. There's 5. 3. Is there a 3 anywhere? There's 1, 2, and then over here there's stairs, but they're blocked off. Yeah, they're fully blocked off. Is there a 3 button number 3? 3. Where could a third button be? Five. There's a button. It's over here, behind the door. Hello. 3. So what if I do 1, 2, 3, 4 is up there, and then I do 5? What happens? 1, 2. Then I hit the one over here. Will the stairs open? Hello? 3. Will the stairs open? No. How do I get up there then? Gotta get up there somehow, right? It's fine. It's fine. I can tell that's where it is, though. 5. That's probably fine. On.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated,
This is the
without
countdown
proper
ending.
DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
The doors are open.
Shape
The
it
doors
to
are
your
open.
heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Three.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about
God,
you,
come on.
about me,
4.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Come on.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
5.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
What?
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
Where's the button?
wrested
Where's the
away
button?
from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
I'm gonna
My
die here.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh my gosh,
These
thank
are
you.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What happens if I do all
Dear
this?
me, what's the matter,
Then I hit it.
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
What?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
What?
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail
Bye.
life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Hello? Is that it? Okay. Countdown ending. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Interesting.
What did it mean?
I
Stanley
think we could do a
decided to go
couple
to the
more
meeting
endings.
room.
Let's go
Perhaps
ahead
he
and
had
do a
simply
few more
missed the memo.
endings. Let's do a few more. New content. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I need to
This
find the
was
red
not
and blue
the correct
door.
way to the meeting
I
room,
went to the
and
red
Stanley
one.
knew it
Let's go through the
perfectly
blue
well.
one now.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
What's
the
through the blue
employee
door?
lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so
Through
he
here?
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Wait.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
What?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Darn it. Okay, now I have to make a choice I haven't before. I've been in here already. But where else can I...
Here's the door, just go.
Alright. If I go down there, will everything be blown up? What'll happen? What'll happen? Will everything be blown up?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is new. No. It's not new. It's the same. It's the same. Where do I go? Is there another ending? Something I missed. Something I didn't do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret
die?
did this place hold?
Can I
Stanley thought
throw
to himself.
myself from
Did
this?
he have the strength to find out?
Ah! Come on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Yes,
building.
yes, I know.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is so weird.
This mind control facility was
Let
too
me
horrible to
through.
believe it couldn't be
Golly.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. I gotta go in backwards. No.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Okay.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the first freedom ending again. I'm gonna go ahead and get that ending again because I want to try other things. I want to do new things. And I just want it to end already. Please. Yes.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Begin the game again. Here we go. Just what I was looking for. Okay. I don't want to have to go through that whole ending again. Okay. So let's go. Let's completely ignore every single direction he gives me. Every single one. No, I'm not getting new content.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Pass through the lounge.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
The doors are through
I'm
there.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really?
Yep.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No, you don't.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
I'm not going
Give
through
me
the
a
red
chance.
door.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I did not.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Thank
you
you.
want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes,
Well,
I do.
Don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yeah.
Work with me. You give me absolutely nothing
For
so
each ending
far.
I get
Tell you what,
skill
Let
tree.
me take
Yeah,
a stab
skill
in the
point.
dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a... Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
In your
You can't teach
soul.
that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with
A
this
new
one.
version?
Let's take a look.
What do you mean a new version? Worldwide leaderboard. 2 seconds!
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Really?
Now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind
Really?
taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay, buddy.
In this game,
What?
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes
All right.
on your experience.
I don't... No. No. What if I let him go into the fire? Bye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
No.
Ah, fascinating.
No,
What do
no,
you
no,
think
no,
this
no, no,
game is
no.
about?
I've seen this game before. I've seen
What's
this
our
game.
backstory? What is our motivation?
No.
Well, it seems
No.
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
No, no. I know this
Yes,
game.
That must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
That was the Minecraft. Okay. Propane. What if I mess with the propane? Propane. Propane. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't do anything. Okay. This game is weird. The actual version of this game is horrifying and awful. And I hate it.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What? No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What? Okay, what's up next? What's up next? Rocket League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay, so what if I run straight?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
What?
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, it's actually the Rocket League ball. Wait, this is cool. Come on. Need to make it explode.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is
Yes.
it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
What?
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Ah!
More balls.
What? They're everywhere. What's going on? Ah! Get in the goal. Get in the
Are you
goal.
enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun?
I am having fun,
Is this
yes.
a real video game?
Yep.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes.
Man.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley.
What?
I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much, but who knows? You're an inventive kid, you'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Man, wait a minute. So, like, what do I do now? It's an open field. There's nothing here. Hmm. Oh, what fun. Jolly good fun this is. Goody old sport old chap.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Where are we going?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
What the? Okay, now this is genuinely kind of scary. Hello? Was this a beta or something? What is this? 423, where's 427? Where's 427? Right here, right here. Hello? What is this? What's going on?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh. This game is so weird. What is this game, bro? What is this? Okay, I think I can probably do one more ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I'll do one more
Stanley
ending.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. So I think this will be the last ending I do today. The last ending I do. So let's take a look, see what we find here. See what we find. That's the new content door.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
What?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Is it?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all... Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Reassurance bucket? The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game? That is new.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Okay, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
Allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally, dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Wow.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay, let's skip the button. Let's go somewhere else. I'm assuming I can only go through the open doors, so let's keep looking around and see what we can find.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Free, new, easy achievement. Can't believe it's that simple. Huh. Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive an achievement. Okay.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's a simple... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
What if I keep hitting the button? How long do I have to hit the button to get this stupid achievement? I didn't realize I could just hold right click. I don't even need my keyboard. I can play it with just my mouse. Fine. Can you just give me the achievement?
What else?
Yes, the
What
Rocket
other
League part was
exhibits haven't we seen
amazing.
yet?
The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Okay, buddy. Man. All right. Collectibles. Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
1 of 6. Okay. That was it.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
There, okay. So what's infinite hole? It won't end. What's there here? No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday. That's just funny.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Okay,
Get
buddy.
Well Someday it is.
Oh my god, now they're everywhere. Merch.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
What if I go down the infinite hole? What happens then? The infinite hole. What happens then? Tell me. What? Alright, let's see. Infinite hole chart. Hole, depth, space, more hole, science, infinity, more falling. Okay. Educational use only.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like.
Okay.
A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again?
Yeah.
I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you.
Really?
I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very
You don't know
much
what's
like to show
happening?
you
Yeah,
some
me
more of
neither.
them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay, buddy.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. And
I'm
we
gonna
can
fall
move
back in the
on.
hole.
I'll just...
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Yes, it
The
is.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't
How
think it was
short
that not
knife?
infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay, let's
Had
hit
enough?
teleport and go back
I'm
in.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
How short is
If
it
this
now?
starts to become a thing where... Wow.
It's gone quicker.
Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
It is growing less and
I
less
suspect that
infinite.
I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
The gym
What's
button
going
is what
on
you were
here?
waiting for.
Stanley, I have
I'm
no
sorry, I'm
explanation for
just
the
now catching up
uncertain
to all
nature
of the
hole's length.
comments and everything.
Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the
Okay.
teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Hello?
Is the, teleport button not working?
It is not
You
working.
sure?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You
What?
couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
What?
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
So, yeah. Come here often? What's going on? What's going on? Mr. Narrator? Mr. Narrator? Sir? Sir? Oh, man. Oh, no, 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 no. No, okay. The hole is growing more infinite. Okay. What's going on? Mr. Narrator, help. Help, what do I do? I was kidding. I was joking. I just wanted to see what would happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wolf. What is this, dude? My perception? Ooh. Okay.
Stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine.
Change my reality? Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. What? Change myself. dinner bone. Oh my gosh! Isn't this just lovely? Okay, that's a Gmod reference. Okay.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Let me
Stay
out.
alert, Stanley.
Let me
I'll
out.
be back. Toodlepip.
What? No. I don't want to go back in. Let me out. I want to get the bucket.
Here we are. Go
Bucket.
on. Try out some of the new features.
Bucky.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Yeah.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it?
Yes, I
The
can.
glow of comfort, even in the face of
My
crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I have my bucket. I like my bucket, my lovely, lovely bucket. It is me and my bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Exit. I have my bucket and I'm taking it with me. This is wonky.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Oh, this looks like communist propaganda. What did that say? Screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features
You were waiting
together,
for this whole
and
section.
we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right?
He's the gym button.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Yes. This is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay.
Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
collectible.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2.
Show it to
see
me.
if I can whip something up.
Yes, show it to me.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What? Let's play the Stanley Parable 2 for at least a little bit.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Click to skip. There's a skip button.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
There's
where
the
he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times.
Did it restart?
Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it? Stanley picked up the bucket.
I did pick up the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I have my bucket. My bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No,
you
don't take the
that,
bucket.
Can't you? The aura of jealousy, it's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now.
No.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
No.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stanley and the bucket. Yo, it's a collectible.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Okay.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. That's locked now. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes, I did.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes,
Was
the bucket knew the whole time.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Thanks. This is so silly. I love the new dialogue, especially with the bucket. I love the bucket dialogue. This is fun.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yes, everything will be fine. Does the bucket stop
Stanley
the countdown?
and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Thank you, Mr. Bucky.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Yes. Me and Mr. Bucky.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was
I don't
being
want to drop the bucket.
monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
I hope
Had
not.
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
The bucket wants
These
to live.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His
He
own
screamed
life in
into the
someone
bucket.
else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I love this bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Yes. Me and the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
I shall leave with my bucket companion.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical
The
grip
bucket,
of the evil
yes!
mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening?
No.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
What?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the
Throw the bucket over.
presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped.
This is
Very
great.
soon now, he was about to find out.
Is that it? That is the end. All right. I think the sequel is now paused. I'm gonna quit to the menu. Stanley Parable 2. I guess that's how it is for eternity now. So, Maya, thank you so much for requesting me play this game. That was one of the most confusing things I've ever played. Don't get me wrong, it was fun. It was fun. It was so confusing though. It went in so many different directions. It was strange. That's something. Yeah. That was definitely weird. Needless to say, that game was really fun. I had such a good time with it. I'm probably going to try and get the rest of the achievements. 2 of the achievements are going to be a nightmare to get, but we'll try anyways. The rest of them I can get easily. But that was interesting. That was honestly pretty fun. I would urge anyone to play this game, try and get as many of the endings as they could. I wasn't keeping track. Did anyone keep track of how many endings we were getting? Did anyone keep track? If not, that's okay. I'm just curious. But I think with that, this is where I'm going to end it for today. This was really fun. This was definitely an experience of a game. It was funny, it was witty, it was hilarious, it was confusing, it was scary, it was ominous. It was great. I loved all of it. But yes, thank you all so much for watching the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me running around confused. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. But yep, I think that's where I'm gonna end for tonight. So thank you all so much for joining me on this incredibly weird journey that was the Stanley Parable. Yeah, check in next time. I'll let you guys know when I'm streaming. I always start my stream 10 minutes before. Remember, last Resident Evil video is coming out. Last Resident Evil 2 video is coming out. A series that I never finished is restarting. Well, not restarting, but I'm going to keep it going. Stay tuned to find out which one. And I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. It's gonna be a minute for the stream to actually catch up to what is actively going on. Hold on. That was weird. That was weird to say the least. But it was fun. Very fun. So, I'm gonna double check, see where the stream is at the moment. I don't know. But we will find out. But yes, thank you all so much for joining me on this weird story that was the Stanley Parable. Bye, guys. I will see you guys later.